Hi guys, this is Daily Wish here. Thank you so much for coming back on my channel and I hope you guys are doing awesome. Alright, so today I want to talk about why it is said that you should not be taking any action while manifesting. And for today's video, let's take an example of SP. So if you have tried manifesting communication with a specific person, you have probably asked this question at some point. Why don't just I message them? Why don't I just text them? If I want to talk to them, why imagine it instead of making it happen? Especially when you are a logical thinker, you have such questions in your mind, right? Why does manifesting feel so passive? Why can't I just make it happen? And honestly, this is a very valid question because from the outside, manifestation can look like you are just sitting there, you are not doing anything, and you're just hoping the world to change, right? This is how manifestation looks like. But today I want to clear this up properly using Neville Goddard's actual teaching and not the social media interpretations, right? Because Neville was never against action. I repeat, Neville was never against action. He was against the misplaced action. Let me explain. Whenever you are manifesting any desire, there's always a debate going on in your mind whether you should be taking action or you should not take any action. But when you tend to read all the books from Neville Goddard, you'll understand that Neville was not about taking action or not taking action. He answered a different question altogether. It was, where does action begin? That's the $1 million question. And this is where people go wrong. Neville said something extremely important, and I am going to quote this one particular quotation from his book, which is going to entirely remove all your confusion regarding this particular topic. He said, to realize your desire, an action must start in your imagination, apart from the evidence of the senses, involving movement of self and implying fulfillment of your desire. Whatever it is, that action which the outer self takes to appease the desire, that desire will be unrealized. Now let that sink in. Neville is not saying do not move. He did not say do not move. He is saying in this quotation, movement must begin first from your inner reality. Movement must begin inwardly. And here's what it means in the real life. When someone feels the urge to text their SP, most of the time it is not coming from confidence or fulfillment. They have a different state altogether. It's coming from discomfort. It's coming from desperation. It is coming from I want it right now. Why there's this urge of messaging their SP? Because they want to stop missing them. They want to check if they still care. And they want to see if manifestation is still working. They want to get rid of that anxious and uncertain feeling. Am I right or wrong? In this case, the text message becomes a tool to appease desire. And Neville is very clear. Action taken to appease desire keeps the desire alive. That's why so many people say, I reached out and it went badly. I reached out and they were so cold towards me. I reached out and now I feel so worse. That's not because texting is wrong. It's because the inner action never changed. It's because your internal reality is still seeking for validation. It is still seeking for whether they love you or not, whether they have chosen you or not. You are still wanting that validation from them. And manifestation is not about mentally forcing someone to move. Instead, it's all about changing that inner movement that's creating the need to act. Neville says the first action must happen in your imagination. And now what does this mean? It means that your inner conversation should change first. When you change your inner conversation, the emotional reaction to silence automatically disappears in the 3D. And whatever communication you had in the past and even in the current scenario, this feels normal to you. This feels expected to you, right? This is completely ordinary for you, right? And you are no longer waiting for something to happen in the 3D because you have accepted your desire as already yours. That's the inner action he has been talking about in all his books. And the problem is that most of us are skipping this main part and we are going straight to the outer behavior. You guys are trying to use the outer world to fix the inner feeling, and that never works. Because the outer world is what? Outer world is a reflection. It is not the cause, as I've told you before in multiple videos of mine. When Neville talks about a movement of self, he is talking about a shift in your identity. The version of you who is already in contact. That version of you who's already in contact doesn't sit around wondering, should I text? What if they don't reply? What if I ruin it? That version of you is calm. It is that version where you are feeling emotionally settled. It is that version of you where you are 100% confident about your desire. You are secure. And once that shift happens, something interesting occurs in the outer reality. Outer action loses its emotional charge. And at this point, they might text you first, or you might text them effortlessly, or the conversation restarts naturally. But you need to notice something. The action is no longer trying to create the result, quote unquote, create the result. It is expressing a state that you already exist in, right? And that is why Neville emphasizes imagination first, because imagination implies fulfillment. Because imagination is unlimited in nature. There is no if and but in your imagination. It is always the end scene that you imagine and feel the fulfillment of. Right? When you act from that fulfillment state, action cannot sabotage you. Let me repeat that again. When you act from that state of wish fulfillment, action cannot sabotage you. But when you act to get fulfillment, action exposes lack. So the real question is not, should I take action or not? The real question is, am I acting to create the state or acting from the state? And that's what even Neville Goddard has taught us. Start where creation actually happens. Not in the phone, not in the message, not in the response, but in your assumption. The assumption you live in your daily life. And once that is stable, action becomes pretty effortless. Action becomes natural. And timing becomes irrelevant, because in your mind you already know the end. Now you are not waiting for it to happen in the 3D. There is no desperation towards time. That's the right way of going about it. Alright. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video, understood the concept around taking action while manifesting your desire. So in case if you like today's video, please do not forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. Kindly like, share and subscribe, and also comment me in the comment section. If you have any questions or whatever you have loved about the video, you can always comment me down. Now I'll be meeting you very soon in the next video. Until then, please do take care of yourself and happy manifesting. I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and in case if you did, do not forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. Also, if you are new to my channel, kindly consider subscribing, and if you want, you can follow me on Instagram as well. My Instagram handle is my daily wish, where I keep on posting daily content on manifestation and lots of success stories coming from my client, which will help you stay motivated. And if you feel stuck in your manifestation journey and need more guidance, then you can contact me on the given number. I do offer services like one-to-one coaching, short sessions, subliminal manifestation script, manifestation workbooks. So yeah, just contact me on the given number and I'm there to help you out with all the other details. So yeah, that's it for today. Now I'll be meeting you very soon in the next video. Until then, please do take care of yourself and happy manifesting.